guys, Nikki Wood here. Welcome to your May 2019 Tarot forecast for the areas of mind, body, heart, and spirit. So as you know, I do this every month, and I also like to include a little bit of overall umbrella energy for you guys in case there's something that's missed in these other areas. So still having a little bit of a hard time believing that it's May already, but here we go. So overall this month, normally you have me pull 2 cards, but this month they told me to pull 3. So we're going to mix it up a little bit here. The first thing that we're going to tell you about this month is you're going through some sort of healing, which I think is really great. And I've noticed this with a lot of my readings lately too. People are going through kind of like a healing process and situation right now. So know that that's going to be happening. The reason this is happening is because you've got too much on your plate. You're carrying too heavy a burden. The weight's too heavy. It's unmanageable. So Spirit is trying to help you out and make things a little bit easier and give you more of a weight that you can carry instead of making you feel overwhelmed all the time. Now, the last part about this that I think is important is that I see an imbalance here, or just feeling kind of off kilter. And the reason that this is coming up, and the reason I think this is important for you guys, is that even as you're going through this healing process and you're going through this transition, you have to know that while you're healing, you need to give yourself some space to do that, because it is kind of like draining and your energy runs a little bit lower. So you need to work on your self-care during this time. Instead of maybe going out, sit at home, watch some Netflix, make some popcorn, have a beer, paint your toenails, whatever it is, whoever you are, whatever you do, do something that will take care of yourself and heal your spirit, whether you want to meditate, whether you want to get a massage, whether you want to get some energy work. I think this is an important time as you're healing also to be introspective and figure out why you needed this healing, where things maybe kind of went wrong, or what you weren't getting enough of, or what you didn't give enough of. What's going on there, so that when you move forward, you have all this information in order to help you as you continue your journey. Now, we're going to look at the individual areas right now. So we're going to start with our mental state, like upstairs, like what's happening, what's going on. So it looks like we're learning a lot this month. And it's a time too when we are ready to learn and accept information and take things in. Now this could be like regular book knowledge. If you're an academic, maybe you're absorbing ideas and concepts and just information in general. This could also be more just kind of the way that you're viewing the world and the way that you see things, the way that you interpret things, the way that you look at situations and judge situations according to your thought process and your beliefs. That could be changing a little bit as well. You could be getting more information on that that could change or continue the ideas that you have. So it looks like it's going to be busy upstairs this month. That hamster is going to be running on his wheel, so make sure he's got enough water. Next thing we want to look at is we want to look at physically in our body and our house of life here, like what's going on. So it looks like whatever's happening this month here is that you're either staying on track with the things that you know you should be doing, or you should be staying on track. This is kind of the card of like kind of tradition and kind of norms, and there's like a way that things there are done. Like you go to church, every Sunday, and it's always the same. There's no pyrotechnics, there's no zebras running down the aisle, it's not fun, but it's more of like a regular practice that happens, and it happens that way all the time. And there's a reason and a way and an explanation for all of that. So with your body and your health, it should be the same way. Like if there's like if you broke your arm or something, go to the doctor, get a cat, do what you're supposed to be doing. Don't put some duct tape on it and keep on rolling. Like that's not what you're supposed to be doing this month. So whatever it is, whether it's healthcare or whether it's treatments or whatever, do it the way that people have been doing it. Now is not a time to like blaze your own trail or get off course or form a new path. Do it the way that things have always been done, and things will turn out good for you with your physical stuff this month. So the next thing that we want to look at is emotionally in our feels and our soft candy centers, what's going on this month. And it looks like there is, to a certain extent, a lot of like happiness and joy and peace and bliss and things like that. But if you're feeling like there's more, that's okay, because there's room to grow here with this card. You haven't hit the ceiling of this yet. You can still get more of what you have that you like, right? And maybe some of that comes from changing your mental state, which we were talking about earlier, absorbing more information and learning new things. Or maybe that just comes from the way that you are, moving throughout. And so I think too, emotionally in your center too, maybe you have like a small amount of peace, but you still get bumped a little bit and you want more. There is more, and you can get it if you just do it the right way. So pay attention to that month. Pay attention to that this month. The other thing that you should know too is that it's not always about like your emotional, how you're feeling. It can also be about your heart connections with other people. So there is some perfection, some good things happening there, but you can make it even better if you want, if you choose, if you want to go that direction. It's possible this month, but you have to do the work. That's the trick, right? And that could be with friendships. It could be with romantic relationships. It could be with co-workers. It could be with family members. So if there's love and there's good things and there's good connections this month and you want to make it stronger and solidify it, you can get more. There's the opportunity for that. So don't waste it if you want it. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is spiritually this month. What's going on with our spiritual practice and our spiritual body and our being? So it looks like this is telling me that you guys need to stay on track this month. If you're not staying on track, make sure that you do stay on track. And good examples of this are spiritual people are just normal people like everybody else. Not everyone does all the right things or reacts the right way like all the time, you know. We get emotional too about stuff even though we know we should maybe be calm about it or that it's just a reaction that's coming from something else, right? Sometimes it takes us a minute to process things and calm down or look at things in a different way because we are still emotional people and we do feel things. And so sometimes energy will come in and knock us off of our course. Sometimes we'll have a conversation with somebody that knocks us off. There's all these different things. You know, sometimes somebody cuts you off in your car and there's issues with that. But we all have reactions. And most of the time we are pretty good about knowing what to do. But if you do not know what to do or you're kind of spiraling and spinning, go back to the things that you know work. Go back to your basic toolkit of what you know you're supposed to be doing. If that's hard and you still can't wrap your brain around it, call a friend. That's the great part about having a spiritual community around you, is that you can call your friends. They're going to be like, hey, Nikki, did you remember to do this? Are you taking this herb? Hey, have you done this thing yet? And it's like, oh, I've done that and I've done that, but I didn't do that. And that would be really good for me. Thank you for that. You know, like having that support and that camaraderie and having people that know you and know the practice and the craft, like it really does help a lot. So if you feel like you're getting off track in any way, please use your resources. It's very important for you to stay, stay close to spirit this month. It's going to really help you through anything else that you need to be doing. And also, too, if you've started any new spiritual practices, make sure you stay on top of it. If you started meditating, make sure you meditate every day. If you're working with new herbs, make sure that you you do something every day to study or to play with it or get to know it better. You know, keep on track of what it is that you know that you're supposed to be doing. So that's everything that I have for you guys this month. I hope it's been really helpful. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you guys again next month. And until then, have an absolutely beautiful day.